Hey everybody, welcome back to hocus-pocus.com. My name's David, and this is a magic review. Hey, today we're going to look at Lopez from Mario Lopez and Grupo Caps. All right, so what is this project? What is this all about? If you don't know Mario Lopez, he is just an amazing sleight of hand artist. I've done a review for his tweezer trick before in the past, and what this is it is his cigarette magic. So cigarette magic is probably a very niche art form. And I think right away we all think of Tom Mullica. And granted, since I don't smoke, I don't move in those circles or really pay attention to cigarette magic, but I know Tom Mullica, I know his style, and I certainly think Mario Lopez is definitely up there, if not the next Tom Mullica. All right, so what are you gonna get in this project? You're gonna get 3 DVDs, okay? 3 DVDs, and that's really all you need aside from cigarettes. In fact, Mario at the beginning kind of tells you some of the props he uses, and he says they're all available at your local cigarette store, your local smoke shop. I've never been into a smoke shop, so I can't say. He's going to include some props with the DVD. I think some listings say that they're gimmicks, but they're normal items that you would find at a cigarette store. They're not, I wouldn't say they're gimmicks per se. Mario says that he uses some of those for practice, and he uses, of course, some of them in the tricks themselves. All right, so what's the overall quality and production value of the DVD? I think if you watch the trailer right here, this is all from the project, okay? So what you're seeing is the actual tricks he's performing and the explanation. So this is really the tone of the entire thing. Mario is in like an ill-lit room. He's at a card table. Sometimes he's sitting, sometimes he's standing, sometimes he has spectators, sometimes he is doing like something just for 2 people. It's all well shot and it has good microphones. Initially, when you put the DVDs in, it's going to ask you if you want to watch it in English or Spanish. So they are available in both languages, and I will say that Spanish is Mario's primary language. And so while he does teach this in English with no subtitles, his English is very broken and sometimes difficult to understand. He uses words that maybe we don't always use in the English language, but it doesn't detract from his teaching at all. And really through this project, Mario is going to introduce you to the world of cigarette magic. And don't worry if you don't smoke, okay? I think that's one of the first things we think of, like, oh, I don't smoke, so this is not for me. I think a lot of what you're going to find is these tricks are impromptu, and you could do these with borrowed cigarettes. So if you're in an area where people do smoke, it's a very organic thing for you to say, hey, I don't smoke, but can you hand me a cigarette? This is something I've noticed, or this is something I can do, And I would say 90% of these tricks that are taught on this DVD, Mario doesn't even light the cigarette anyway. So it doesn't matter if you don't smoke, you could still do this. And I would say that a lot of this style of magic, at least from Mario's presentation, looks very similar to pen magic and coin magic. So if you're already familiar with a lot of those moves between, pen vanishes and coin appearances and disappearances, it's kind of like a marriage of the two. He's putting these two together. Like he does a cigarettes across trick, like a coins across trick. He does like a miser's dream style effect. He does a professor's nightmare style effect. So yeah, I think people that move in those circles of either doing pen magic or coin magic or both are gonna feel very at home with this project. Throughout all 3 DVDs, you're going to get a combination of vanishes, restorations, appearances, and torn and restored. The first DVD is called Favorites, and it can be done with mostly borrowed items. It's mostly impromptu magic. The second DVD is called Routines, and so these tricks are a little bit more fleshed out. Some of my favorites, he did one where he makes the cigarettes appear to be magnetic, and they slide back inside the box. He does a playing cards 2 cigarettes trick where the cards turn into cigarettes. And he does one where he makes coins appear from bubbles of smoke. The third DVD is called Personal, and this is where the FISM routine is. I would watch out in this one because not only is he doing cigarette magic, but he also curses on the third DVD. And so this is where I would start to say maybe this set is maybe a little bit more for adults or people who are 18 and over. I certainly wouldn't want people who are underage to be doing cigarette magic. I don't think it really fits your persona. But if you've ever seen his FISM routine, this is where he teaches it. And so the whole routine is totally beautiful. And really when you watch his routine, it really is reminiscent of his whole style, his persona. I mean, watching him perform, he kind of feels like Charlie Chaplin meets Danny DeOrtiz coming together. I mean, it's just that kind of like magic things happen to him, like he's not in control, like he does something and he's surprised and he's shocked. I mean, you saw this a little bit with Tom Mullica too, when he does cigarette magic. Things happen to him unexpectedly. He's not in control of the magic. He's holding something and it vanishes and it surprises him. And so when the audience is surprised, he acts as though it surprises him too. Like he's an observer in this magical world. But I think if you're already a fan of his, I think you're definitely gonna love this new project. If you've never seen him before, definitely check him out. I think you'll become a fan. He certainly has a style unto his own. I think if you do anything outside, okay, so if you're a magician, I think if you do any performances outside, like you do wedding magic, or you do corporate walk around where there's people smoking, or you do bar magic, this is a must, because you will literally be able to borrow a cigarette from somebody and blow their mind. Right now, this DVD project is $80, and you can pick it up right here at hocus-pocus.com. All right, so that's pretty much everything I can say about Lopez from Mario Lopez and Gruppo Caps. I want to thank hocus-pocus.com for allowing me to have this so that I can do the review for you. And while you're here, we want you to keep shopping around. Please ask us any questions if you have them. We want to be your #1 magic supplier on the internet. Thanks. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.